Welcome back. In this video, we are going to see how to select a multi-cap fund in equity category. First of all, let me explain what is a multi-cap fund. In multi-cap category, the SEBI has the regulation that each fund should allocate minimum 25% in each the caps, like 25% in small cap, 25% in mid cap, and 25% in the large cap category. But the remaining 25%, the fund manager decides where to invest. So we get a good diversification in all the market cycles. So yeah, let's see the three mutual funds which I have selected and let's just compare it. I am just showing you, this is not a promotional video, this is just for educational purpose. I am just showing you how to select a multi-cap fund, okay? So let's see three funds, Mahindra Manulife multi-cap fund, ICICI Prudential multi-cap fund, the Nippon India multi-cap fund. All the multi-cap fund in the equity categories and all have very good track record. In fact, ICICI Prudential is 31 year 9 month, Nippon is 21 year 3 month, and Mahindra Manulife is a bit new as compared to the other two. Okay, but due to its recent popularity and good returns, I have taken it into the consideration. The AUM, as you can see, 6,400 crores, almost 17,000 crore and 52,000 plus crores. So the AUM of Nippon Multicap is the highest, ICICI is the mediocre one, and the Mahindra is the smallest. Okay, then let's see the returns. As you know, that we generally see 3 to 5 years of returns. In 3 years of return, ICICI Prudential and Mahindra is ahead, while in 5 year return, the Nippon India is ahead. Okay, but Nippon India, as we can see, the recent performance in the last 1 year is not good. So there may be some changes related to the fund manager or something related to the strategy of the fund. But it's a very good track record and very good AUM. So we can't assume that it is a weak fund just on the basis of the 1 year return. Okay. Now let's see the standard deviation. The standard deviation of this is lowest because its AUM is highest, and then the ICICI Prudential's AUM is the second highest, thus more stable. And the least stable is Mahindra Manulife because its AUM is very small, so it can shift its money from one stock to another easily. Okay. And as we know that all the ratios except standard deviation should be the highest and standard deviation should be the lowest. So Nippon India wins in this. But as we can see in the 5 year returns also Nippon India wins. But in 3, 1 and smaller periods, Nippon India is not beating ICICI Prudential and Mahindra Manulife. Okay. Let's see the other ratios too. In the in the Sharpe ratio, ICICI Prudential is number one, then Mahindra, then Nippon. In the beta ratio, Mahindra is number one, then ICICI, then Nippon. In Sortino number, ICICI is the first rank, then Mahindra, then Nippon. And in alpha also, as we can see, ICICI, Mahindra, and Nippon. So as we can see, Mahindra, due to its more AUM, I guess sometimes larger the AUM, the difficult for the fund manager it becomes to get into any stock or to leave any stock completely. Okay. So now it is a very good giant with good track record. So as you know that mutual funds perform in cycles. I have many times told that if, for example, for 5 to 10 years any mutual fund has performed, then it may be possible that another AMC or another small fund will come or another older fund will become very active and will produce now the returns in the 5 years. So it is not necessary that any mutual fund is good or bad. It's like we should be disciplined for investing in any single one that we select and invest and for a longer period like 10, 15, 20 years to see the results. Okay. And as you know, these are the sectors and these are the top stocks and everything. This is the percentage of equity all are in almost 97, 98, 99 percentage with a few cash in hand, 1, 2% cash in hand. And another all things is, we will see from the zero the expense ratio first less to see is it's by 0.46. Mahindra, it is very less. Oh, 0.92. As we know that the returns, let us see the returns tab. In the returns tab, as we can see, there is not much difference between ICICI and Mahindra Manulife in any, we can say time period till 5 years. But see this expense ratio difference 0.46 and 0.92, exact double. It is a bit scary for if you invest for 10, 15, 20 years, then this 0.46 percentage more of ICICI Prudential with the same returns will be much it will make a huge difference. Okay, and for Nippon India, it is median 0.72. I mean, in between the Mahindra and the ICICI Prudential. Okay, so now let's see the in 1 year this one is plus 7.35, 10.4. Okay, it is lower than 1 year in the Mahindra Manulife for 2 years also it is lower. That means Mahindra is, we can say, emerging player. This is negative. It was 7% and 6% in the first two funds. In 2 year also it is very less, but we should not go with the assumption that it was less, so it will be less. Mahindra in the 3 year is very good, 20% CAGR per year, 19% to almost similar, but as you can see the expense ratio difference in 3 year is 18%, again good, but 2% less in 3 years. After 15 to 20 years of compounding, will you result in a huge difference? As I repeatedly repeat these points because they are important, right? Oh, you see, in 4 year it beats all of them. Nippon India in 4 year beats all of them. But as I told you, if we are seeing that any fund is performing less nowadays, and still we want to bet on it, there is a very famous saying in the stock market: never catch a falling knife. So it's upon you which fund to select. I'm just here to educate you. But now we will see the rolling returns. 3 year rolling return for Mahindra Manulife is 22.14 approximately, and 5 year is 20.75 to 22.84. Let's see for ICICI, it's 16.86 to 17, lower 3 to 4% than the Mahindra Manulife, and Nippon is 15.53 to 17.07, and almost 18% in the 5 year period. So as we can see, all the three funds are good, but according to me, if you want the most stable one and with good returns, it is no doubt Nippon in the long run, but in short run it is given negative, returns also. So be aware of it because cycle of circular performances and due to its large AUM. Okay, if you want a mediocre AUM and good track record, we can go with ICICI Prudential. Or if you want to bet on the emerging new fund, then you can also go with the Mahindra Manulife. This is just for educational purpose. But in the next video, we will see that how to build our mutual fund portfolio. Thank you.